If you're a 30-year-old Singaporean earning decent money but you still feel that you are damn far away from becoming a millionaire, you are definitely not alone. The truth is, most of us have never learned how to invest, so we fall back on our most human instincts. We speculate, we gamble, and we chase the hottest stock that's appearing on our TikTok feed right now, and we wonder why our portfolio is still not growing year after year. And I know that so well because that used to be me. I was day trading, swing trading, buying random hot stocks, and my investing was all over the place until I finally built a proper system. And now I'm actually on track to hit my $1 million retirement portfolio even with my full-time job as a physio. So in this video, I'm going to show you the realistic way a 30-year-old busy working Singaporean can actually build a $1 million portfolio without gambling, without time in the market, and without needing to be a finance bro. Let's go! So let's start with the biggest mistake Singaporeans make when it comes to investing, and this is something that nobody really wants to admit. Most of us, including me, think that we're actually investing, but when you really break it down, what we're doing isn't investing at all. It's more like guessing, following our inner gut feel, and hoping things work out, as if it's going to be that easy to earn money from investing. And if you scroll online, you'll be able to see people posting their big 10 million options bet on Reddit that suddenly paid off, or a random friend somewhere that told us that they make some money on a hot stock in the market. And all of a sudden, we feel that we need to do something, otherwise we are missing out. Basically, we Singaporeans FOMO very, very easily. But doing that something is not the same as having a proper investing plan. And because nobody ever taught us what proper investing looks like, not in school, not at home, not anywhere else, we end up doing whatever feels exciting in the moment, and we just go down the rabbit hole of what I call gambling. We basically buy whatever that's trending because it feels safe when everyone else is doing it as well. The group mentality is really, really strong. We jump into volatile investments like Nvidia, Bitcoin, AI stocks without really knowing what's going on. Don't even get me started on the AI craze right now. Everything surrounding AI is so hot right now. We basically just follow whatever that's hot that month simply because someone else made money or somebody credible said that it is important to look at, and we are following them like a headless chicken. Then there's also people on the other side where you're waiting forever for that perfect dip. Wow, I'm going to wait for this moment and I'm going to invest when that happens, when this recession happens or something like that. But the problem is you don't know what you're looking for and you end up never investing at all. We tell ourselves things like, soon lah, when the recession comes, then I'll buy. But when that actually happens, everybody gets scared and nobody dares to buy. Just like the tariff incident 8-9 months ago, how many of you guys actually put the trigger to buy something during that very magical moment? And when you really look deeper, you realize that there are no investment goals, there are zero structure and zero clarity on what to do. It's really just following your gut instinct. It's like driving without a destination, hoping you magically end up at a $1 million portfolio one day. But honestly, without a system, everything you do becomes emotional, and even if you get there, it's really just luck. And this is the biggest trap, because when you gamble without realizing it, you think you're investing and slowly building your wealth, but you're actually just reacting with your emotions. You buy when you feel like you're missing out, you panic sell when you feel scared. And trust me, I know this better than anyone else because I literally spent 2 whole freaking years day trading. So don't tell me that I don't know how it feels like to chase the hottest stock. I was literally chasing it every single minute when the markets were open for 2 whole years. And that's exactly why your portfolio isn't growing. Not because you're not earning enough money, but because you don't have a proper structure to keep you consistent. And without a system, it's almost impossible to invest calmly, stay focused, or even know whether you're moving towards your goals, even if you have some goals. Who knows if you even have those goals? Now let's move on to what you need to do in order to become a millionaire. It's not even an exaggeration to say that everyone in the world wants to become a millionaire. It's probably the most idolized achievement in the entire world right now, especially on social media. But the funny thing is, nobody actually understands the math behind becoming one. Most people think that they need a one-hit wonder, a stock that will 1000x, or a miracle crypto coin that somehow will be able to even up the odds, because crypto is so much more accessible nowadays as well. And honestly, I don't think that's how it works. I don't know how much investing you've done, but I can tell you straight up, you probably have a higher chance of tripping over the side of the road and breaking your leg than finding a stock that's going to 1000x your net worth. Trust me, I'm a physio, I see it happening all the time. But that's exactly how rare it is to find a life-changing stock pick. So the real question becomes, if this one-hit wonder is not the solution, then what do you actually need to become a millionaire? Let's assume you're 30 years old right now, you've got a modest $10,000 in your portfolio. If you invest $1,000 a month, which is very doable for many high-income Singaporeans, into the S&P 500 and you grow it at just 8% a year, you'll hit $1 million in about 25 years' time for the investment portfolio itself. No gambling, no hype stocks, no needing to be some genius trader. just consistently investing, which is harder than most people think. Because why do you think people struggle to stay in shape and go to the gym? Not many people are going to build a business that scales to millions of dollars. Not many people are also going to pick a stock that can 1000x their money. But almost anyone can invest into something accessible like the S&P 500, get average gains, and let compounding do the heavy lifting for you. It's obviously not as sexy as dropping out of school, dropping out of uni, and becoming a millionaire day trader in your 20s, because that's what everyone on TikTok and Instagram is doing right now. I don't know why the unemployed or the fun employment route is so popular nowadays. Maybe because everyone wants to escape from it, so people want to live vicariously by watching you leave your job as well, so that they can stay in their job but also have a bit of hope by watching you. But honestly, this route gives you a far higher chance of actually becoming a millionaire. And of course, nothing is guaranteed in life, and this is why I harp on consistency so much, because that's where your full-time job becomes your biggest superpower. There's so much hype over quitting the corporate job nowadays, especially on TikTok, to pursue your dreams. I have no problems with that. In fact, I did it several years ago, failed, and then come back to working a full-time job again, and I've realized that your regular job gives you stability. Stability that gives you that emotional control and that income that enables you to invest consistently when the market crashes, when people panic, and especially when everything feels so uncertain. No matter how low the market drops or how high it goes, you can trust the process because I've already shown you the math. If you stay consistent, you'll get there. If not, you don't need me to say it because you know what happens as well. Now let me show you my exact system I personally use to stay consistent, which is my 2-portfolio setup. If you watched my videos before, you know this about me. I love day trading, I love speculating, and I genuinely enjoy actively participating in the stock markets because of the adrenaline rush that I get. Problem is, I also know that this behavior will never get me to my retirement goal. So I had to find a system that lets me scratch that itch without destroying my long-term portfolio. And that's where the 2-portfolio system really changed everything for me. It gives me a way to enjoy the rush of the markets while protecting the money that's supposed to grow into millions for my retirement in the future. Let's start with portfolio 1, which is my day trading portfolio, and this is where I let myself have fun. I sell options mostly on Tesla and lately on Nvidia as well, because honestly selling options have been more profitable for me than buying them. And yes, that's a hint for everyone who wants to keep buying options and wondering why they're losing money all the time. Right now, I'm trading with about 100,000 US dollars in this portfolio, and depending on the month, I can get anywhere from 2 to 3,000 USD to even 6 to 7,000 US dollars as well when things go well. It's a very decent stream of income, or passive income like what the whole internet is obsessed with. It allows me to scratch my day trading itch. But this is the big caveat, and this is the most important part. This is not my retirement money. Because if I mix this with my long-term portfolio, I guarantee you that I will never be able to retire with this portfolio. If I didn't separate them, I would be very tempted to take profits too early, chase hot stocks, or even panic sell when things crash. And I know myself, I have enough self-awareness to know that my itchy fingers will do stupid things if I put everything into one portfolio. That's why having a separate play money portfolio is so powerful, because it protects me from my own emotions and self-sabotage as well. Now let's talk about the real secret weapon, which is portfolio 2. This is my long-term retirement portfolio. This is the boring, diamond hands disciplined portfolio that will make me a millionaire. I invest only into the S&P 500 through CSPX on Interactive Brokers, and right now it's only about $23,000 because I just restarted it properly this year. But this is the account that's going to fund my retirement at age 65, and my goal is to have this portfolio pay me at least $10,000 a month passively when I retire. To get there, I'm going to invest $2,000 a month, about $24,000 a year, and with a conservative 8% return, this grows to roughly around $4.3 million over the next 34 years. And honestly, if you ask me, that's insane, because all I need to do is to be consistent and invest every month and stop my itchy ass fingers from touching this account ever. To help myself stay disciplined as well, I've also enabled the regular savings plan feature on IBKR. Every month, IBKR will automatically buy this $2,000 worth of CXPX for me. No emotions, no hesitation, and no second guessing depending on how I feel how the market is going to go up or down. This is so powerful because life will always get in the way. Stress from work, family problems, recessions, your mood. All of these things can sabotage your investing, but this automation protects me from myself. Everyone's system will be different, and I don't expect anyone to copy my exact portfolio. But what I hope you take away from this is the structure of how I set up everything based on how well I know myself. This setup is the reason that I've been consistent with my investing for the last 8 to 9 months, and the reason I know I'll eventually hit that almighty millionaire status. And the point that I want to make is that your job is not a barrier to becoming wealthy in the future. In fact, with a stable income and a system like this, it's actually your superpower to becoming a millionaire in the future without having to do crazy things to get it. So hopefully this video allows you to understand that you can increase your chances of becoming a millionaire substantially without even being too exceptional in life. All you need is to set up a proper system to succeed in the future. If you enjoyed this video here, then you'll probably enjoy this video here. Thanks for watching, have an amazing day as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next few videos. Bye bye.